don't know, man. You did a lot of crazy shit in that flashback. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You might be just a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? Nothing to be ashamed about, but you definitely a little nuts.
The succubus is hidden deep inside the factory, but there is no physical way to reach it from our world. Only from limbo. There's a rift inside.
Where the hell is all the security guards with the in this place? Just switched. Hey, cat, let's have a race. Damn it, I can't roll. Damn it, and my controller's fucking me. What? Hold on, cat. Slow down. I take it back.
You said you've been here before.
Yes, but it was during an out-of-body experience years ago.
I'm flying around in spirit form.
Yeah, in limbo. Vergil says it could be an effective intelligence gathering tool, but I can't do it at will.
When the hell can you?
How did you do it before?
Oh, I'm winning now. The race is back on.
The nightmares.
What are the nightmares?
Mm-hmm. Stay directly in front. You stay directly in front of her. She can't never get in front of you. I don't need you to tell me where to fucking go, cat. I figured it out my damn self. Oh, damn it. No, cat, come back. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, cat. We can still be friends. I won the race. I didn't say how far we had to go.
This is where they store the merchandise ready for export.
Okay.
It's funny.
What is?
I expected it to be bigger. A lot bigger.
Yeah, I'm used to getting that.
But then, I was just a child when I was here, and I was in limbo.
What are you doing here?
Escaping my nightmares.
You came to limbo to escape your nightmares.
Yes.
You came to limbo to escape your night. I ain't gonna lie, that is a crazy thing to say. Like, the amount of demons and bullshit that we fight in limbo, and you went there to escape your nightmares? Bro, you want something else.
All you have to do is retrace your steps back to the mixing room.
Should be easy enough.
That shit better be on a mini map, otherwise I'm gonna get lost.
And once I've reached the mixing room,
You'll be able to descend deep down into the factory.
and kill me a succubus.
Yeah, that part. And it kind of crazy. Like this, I ain't gonna lie. This remind me just a little too much work. We don't stack shit that high, but I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. This kind of looking like a grocery place, maybe like a inside of a Winco or something like that, right, Chad? It's just a bit more spacious, right? Virility. Look at this place. There's a shitload of shit around here. Forklift, pallets, crates. Who the hell stacks shit that high up, bruh? It's not the most ridiculous thing ever, but
It's here.
it definitely can't be that safe. I don't know. People don't be giving a fuck. It's virility.
All right, see you on the other side.
Okay. I told you it wasn't safe, chat. I told you it wasn't safe. Now all these fucking crates want to kill me now. Damn. This is looking like some different level design.
Down here.
Oh, good.
You're right. It's a lot bigger here in limbo. What next?
Head back to the mixing room. I'll meet you there.
Obesity, stupidity, drink virility.
Maybe I missed a detail or something, Chad. Why did we come specifically to this spot in order to go to the mixing room? Why not have just did it closer to the mixing room? I don't know. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just going through the motions. What the hell? Okay. Are they giving me a choice? Oh, hell. Yes. Yes, they are giving me a choice. That's cool. I almost fell to my death just now. Oh, God. Haha, I managed to get that off. Nope, get the other one. Get the other one. Get your ass over here, baby. Anyone else? Good? We're sound, chat. We're sound. Back to platforming. The platforming's not bad, it's just like I'm very unused to platforming is all. Oh hell. Case in point. I was not ready for that one. We got another one. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I'm expecting to fight a giant golem made out of wooden crates.
Hey, could you point me to the mixing room?
Oh hell! Move out the way! Oh hell! Damn it! Woo! Hey, hit that man some more. Come on, Dante. Hit that man some more. You think I won't spam this shit? I will. Oh hell. Got me fucked up thinking I won't spam this shit. Woo! Come on, get that ugly texture out of my face. All right. This is gonna spawn that man right next to me. Ah, hell. Come on, come on, bring that big fat ass over here. Oh, fuck. This guy's gonna be a fucking issue. Where the hell is he going, Chad? Ugh! Barely dodged that shit, not gonna lie, chat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ugh. That's your ass right there. Damn it. Try and play it safe. Gotcha. Expose all of the back meat and bust it open. Yeah, not going that way. This way. This is your captain speaking, and we have no fucking clue where we're going. Man, back at it again, I see. You're back in limbo, huh? It's almost good to see you. What do you think, chat? You think we're supposed to go this way? This place look confusing as a motherfucker. I'm pretty sure they showed it in the cinematic, right? It's just... Alright. It's a little confusing on where to get. Alright, are we supposed to go that way or are we supposed to go that way? She said retrace your steps, but yeah, she was supposed to retrace the steps. I think we're supposed to go this way, right? I mean, but there's more points over here. Huh. Okay, no, this is definitely looking too familiar. I think we went the wrong way, chat. We went the wrong way. Okay. So let's go back here. Okay, that definitely looked like something we planned on, but I guess not. Developers did not program that part of the level, I guess. Yeah, we are 100% going back to, yep, almost fell to my death again. Alright, we're gonna go this way now. I know better now. Where are we going? I'm pretty sure that there's supposed to be a boss fight. And the only reason I'm aware of that is not because I played the game before, but because this boss is like kind of infamous for the dialogue. I don't know if we're gonna fight the succubus at the end. I would assume so. This game's not like terribly terrible at recycling too many levels. Tell me that's the mixing. Oh god damn it! Yeah, bring your ass over here. Alright, I was not expecting that. Where we off to now? I really like the animations in this game. Even I forget what year this came out. This is like early 2010s era. This is like 2011, 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. It looks pretty good for its age, which is, you know, like a very wild compliment, but it is a compliment at the end of the day. Can't touch this. Demon mode renders Dante immune to the Hell Knight's ground inferno. That's cool and all, but I don't think I've unlocked the demon mode, right? I was trying to get those little critters. Get the critters. Yep, that's about to be your ass right there. That's Dante. That's Dante making all that noise. Ooh, smoking and stylish. You'll never have her fire. There's plenty of like old DMC quotes in the game. It's just like, I wonder if that was patched in or something. I don't know. Maybe they were called something else. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it really were just like always called this. You know, it seems pretty arbitrary to patch in like changing the name of like achievements and whatnot just for the sake of pleasing a crowd. So this is probably real. Woo-wee! Damn it! I thought I could get that off. Ooh, yeah. What? Who the hell hit me though? Fuck. Fuck! I got a notification on my phone. Where the hell did he come from? I asked you a question. I want to know. We can do this all day, man. We can do this all damn day. Over here making me fucking drop combos and shit. You ain't special. You ain't nothing. Friendly fire. Many enemies affect each other with their attacks. Not to use Dante's advantage. Blah 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 blah. I understand. I got you the first time you. Oh hell. Oh, would you look at that? Let's go. A little weird that he can freeze himself though. Isn't he supposed to be the Ice Knight or something? Oh hell. Come on, fuck. I'm not overwhelmed, you're overwhelmed. Ah, hell. Nope, we're good, chat, we're good. We ain't gonna die. We will not die this day. Got him. Ah, hell. I don't know what that's about, but I'm not letting you get that off. Haha. Well, gee, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Oh, hell. Fuck! That wasn't a... Am I hitting anything? No. I'm just shooting the air. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I really needed that, only needed that health pickup. I'm not gonna lie, you know. It's gonna be useful for that boss fight. That's, you know, definitely gonna happen. I'm going to assume that is acidic and we're not supposed to touch it. Fuck! This man think he's special or something because he can counter some attacks? Better think again, boy. In the name of my father! Some really corny lines right here, definitely from DMC. I think that's definitely a part of the charm, though. Like, there's a lot of corny lines being said in DMC. Definitely a part of the charm. I ain't gonna lie, I am looking out for a divinity statue, cause I'm probably gonna... People whispering or some shit down here? There you go. Oh shit! Laugh it up while you can, motherfucker. Yup. Get your ass whooped! Why is there no taunt button? Do I have items? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna use it. Hey, nope. I'm not a pussy for using one though. Ain't this a motherfucker? Alright, bet. Let me get a resurrect from death. Dante, maximum health. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And let me get one of these and one of these, please. Yeah, 400. Okay, I guess we're done here. What else do we want to do? Increases firing rate. Yeah, probably this one, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit of an impulse buy. I did not give it much thought, chat. I just bought it. But you saw me earlier, though. You know, I'm trying to get that, trying to incorporate that move a little more. Aha! Okay, I guess we're here. Complete happy stance, too. Ah, this is the lobby. That looks disgusting. Not you, Dante. The heart. Oh, fuck no. They down here just gobbling glizzies all day to make virility? That actually does kind of make sense. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's putrid.
What in the shitting hell is going on here?
The mixing process. But it's the source we're interested in.
Right?
Our succubus is on the other end of that.
That's right. This way.
That's pretty fucking disgusting, cat.
Trouble.
Give me a minute.
Where the hell does she run off to during these encounters when we're like standing right next to each other? I'm just curious. I'm curious. Aw, help. How about you bring your ass over here? I ain't going over there into that pit. Got me fucked up. Will you please fuck off? I don't care where you fuck off to, but you gotta fuck off somewhere. Who else wants some more Dante? Oh, I guess I found out who wanted more of her Dante. Now, why don't you come over here, good pal? What the heck? Aw, help! Oh, it's okay, I got this guy. He ain't special. Bring your ass back over here, boy. I ain't finished with my combo. God damn it. Fuck. Ugh. Anarchist, let's go. Oh god. There's two of them. Oh, wonderful. Limbo's biggest loser. I understood that reference. I can't bring his fat ass over here. I gotta go over to him. Okay, wonderful. Good to know. Good to know. Fuck! Oh, damn. I should have saw it coming. Ugh. If this shit's not supposed to hurt. Fuck! Vergil, you lying sack of shit. You said this shit doesn't hurt humans. I'm popping one of them. Ugh. Ugh. God. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, this is bullshit. Oh, this is horse shit. Alright, use all these fucking items. Time to bust some heads. I don't know how I didn't get hit by that, but I'm not complaining. Got his ass.
Congratulations. You win.
Where to now, Cat? Where the hell, Cat? I want to know what secret entrance, secret exit that you're taking to get out of here. Again, I ain't gonna lie, I could use it every now and then.
That? Nah. That was just a big fat joke.
Come on.
Let's go get this succubus.
Someone play a rim shot sound effect right now. my man's jokes is a little on the nose in this game. Ugh. Is that the end of the mission? That's the end of the mission. I ain't gonna lie, chat. There's part of me that's wondering, why are we taking the stairs when we could probably just go down that giant hole, right? Right? You don't really take fall damage in this game. You're taking the long way though. 2 S's, S, D, I. Yeah, I know. I used an item, and it still got an A though. That's wild. Still got an A. Still got a freaking A. That is insane. Oh shit, chat. Oh fuck. We did a little worse than we usually do on that last one. That last one was challenging. Those big Brutus, those tyrants, I think they're called. They're a little bit of a worthy adversary, I gotta say. Mostly because my controller, like, kind of like, I know it sounds like I'm making up an excuse, but I'm really not. Like, every now and then, I'm pretty sure you heard it audibly. My controller sometimes it just be unplugging itself and then plugging itself back in mid combo and shit. You know, but that's gonna conclude it for the DMC portion of the stream. That was some fun right there. 922 frames per second. My ass. I doubt that, because I definitely, maybe on my end, but definitely not on the stream's end. We did not do that. Let's see. This is this is the second thing that I had in mind post video game stream. Let me do some explaining what we're gonna do for this final portion of the stream. This is a little tournament bracket that I've assembled, and all of the categories and participants of this tournament bracket are all video games that I either at one point thought was the best video game of my life at some point in time, or I just have a emotional connection to them on a very, very, very deep level. If you don't see a super familiar game here that you're not super familiar with yourself, I don't know, maybe you just got shit taste in music and video games and shit like that. Presentation. Or get this. We just have different opinions and different experiences. But that's all it is. I'm just teasing and joking. This is going to be the last portion of the stream. So I understand if you want to bow out, because the gaming portion of the stream is over, and I'm going to be finishing this little bracket and deciding what is definitively the best video game that I have played in my lifetime. So I appreciate anyone who's made it this far into the stream or come back to this VOD. I appreciate you very much, but it's going to be a lot more verbal and a lot less action oriented. So these are all assembled at random. I will explain a little bit of each one of the what would you call these, like brackets, I guess you can say, like each individual one. But I literally made this like maybe like an hour before the stream started, so I don't even know how to use this shit, to be honest with you, a little bit. Let's just get it started, you know? Like we're gonna see how far we can get in this little bracket. The first thing, we're gonna start on the left, top left, and we have Persona 5 Royal versus Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Which one do I think is the better game? This is every single last versus in this game in this tournament is difficult as hell because again, at one point I thought one of these games either was the best video game of my life and I sunk hours upon hours upon hours upon hundreds of hours into each game at some point in my life, or they have some kind of like really strong nostalgic bias like in their favor. When it comes to Persona 5 Royal, it improves upon an already really great and fantastic game that is really fun for me. I really enjoy JRPGs, and I feel like the story in Persona 5 is really, really good. I, believe it or not, have not beaten Persona 5 Royal. I've beaten Persona 5, but I haven't finished Royal, but I have played around with some of the newer content that Royal introduces. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is, in my opinion, the best Dragon Ball game that isn't Xenoverse. You know, the character roster was huge, gigantic. You had people with transformations with their own move sets and dialogue, and it had just so much detail put into it, you know? It had so much detail into it. Like it was crazy. It was crazy fun. There was a lot of depth to the combat in that game, even though like let's be honest, there were a couple times when people would just mash like beams with each other and just spam that. You know, you can do that too, but there was like so much variety. Like very few characters played the same. Like even some of the joke characters were like fun to use and whatnot. When it comes down to it, what do I think is the better game? I have a very, very strong emotional attachment to Persona 5. Like more so like the characters. These are two completely different games. That's like the biggest thing. They are two completely different games, and I don't feel like there's no loser regardless of who gets picked over the other because they're all fantastic games. However, I would most likely revisit Budokai Tenkaichi 3 before I revisit Persona 5 Royal just because it's faster. Like you get into the beat of the content from an interactive point of view faster in Dragon Ball. So I'm gonna say that BT3 is gonna go further than Persona 5 Royal when it comes to these two. And I love both of them, but Persona 5 Royal, it takes just like in regular Persona 5, it takes a bit longer in order to get to the juicy parts, and the gameplay isn't as addictive, even though I really like it compared to BT3. Moving on, Tekken 4 and Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Tekken 4 is my personal. It was the first ever Tekken video game I ever played. So um, I'm willing to look past a lot of its faults because it's literally the black sheep of the entire franchise, and I hate that it's had that reputation. I really like a lot of the characters, the music, the atmosphere. People gush over that atmosphere of Tekken 4 so much, and deservingly so, because it's so unique. Um, Devil May Cry 3, especially Special Edition, is just a completely different beast of a video game. I still remember the commercial. Like it wasn't even the commercial. It was a G4 uh first 15 or so minutes of gameplay video that I was watching on demand when I had Comcast and shit. And I used to replay that shit over and over and over again until I eventually one day found it at Temple Records and was like, yeah, I need to get this game. This is the game right here that I need to play. I played it and I couldn't put the game down. It was so fun. We literally got done playing Devil May Cry 3. basically, even though we were playing DMC. Um, Character interactions, the story is super, super good. Like, it's simplistic, but it has depth to it. Like, there's not like a whole lot of moving pieces where like it's convoluted in the sense of Devil May Cry 3. I feel like both games bring a certain atmosphere and tone to it that makes it stand out from the other entries in their respective series. But I'm gonna give the point to DMC3 because special edition lets you play as the bad guy Vergil, and it's really really fun, really really fun. Whew. Moving on, we have Yu-Gi-Oh versus Saints Row 2. I was one of those early 2000 kids that was super addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh. We watched the show growing up. I had a couple friends that collected the cards. It was awesome. I used to have a shitload of Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. I have no idea where a lot of them went. I know I gave some of them away to friends. I know I put some of them in a box somewhere in the garage, and that box got lost forever, possibly thrown out. But Yu-Gi-Oh is probably my comfort game. Like whenever I'm bored and I'm having a conversation with someone, I'll just throw this in the background and just throw a couple duels, playing like Legacy of the Duelists or some shit like that. And it's a very comforting game. It's like a very like I don't have to like super turn off my brain from everything else going on in my surroundings in order to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I love it for that. And the card designs is fucking stellar. There's so much variety. It's so beautiful, like so captivating, so gothic, so angelic. There's just so much variety in the artwork. It's wonderful, you know. And fun fact, the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game in real life is played differently than the TV show. A lot of people thought that they were one and one. They're not, but you live and learn. Saints Row 2, to this day, in my opinion, as a person that's played almost all of the Saints Row games, Saints Row 2 is still the best. It is the best Saints Row 2 game. It's really fucking. I think the biggest thing that it has going for it is the level of customization. You can customize your idle walking animation. Very few games allow you to like do that anymore. Like you can customize your gang, your cars, the story's really engaging, really enthralling. The gameplay loop is fun. I know like it's technically like a Grand Theft Auto clone, but I always preferred the Saints Row series over all of the Grand Theft Auto games, all of them, and that includes Vice City and San Andreas. But the biggest thing about this is I'm technically comparing one game to several games. I'm comparing all of Saints Row 2 against like all of the Yu-Gi-Oh games that I've played. That includes Real Life, Legacy of the Duelists, Master Duel, like all of them, which is a little unfair. It's kind of like if you're fighting Naruto Uzumaki and he just busts out a shitload of shadow clones, you know, kind of getting ganged up by the same thing. But if I had to pick one, shit. Um, Saints Row 2 is the superior game. It 100% is the superior game, but at the same time, I really just enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! And just how it's one of those games where like it's one of those few games where like you could just pick it up like the moment you start the application or you run the game or whatever, you can just instantly get into the game and just start doing shit. You could do that with Saints Row 2 as well, but I feel like the combination of cards, because there's like well over 1,000 cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, well over 1,000 different cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like the combination it helps, like the different card combinations help with keeping the game fresh engaging and different, because if you don't like one deck, you can make a completely different deck. You don't like that deck, you can make the possibilities are damn near endless. The Saints Row 2, like, I really can't stress this enough. Like, there are no losers here, man, but I would say I would probably load up Yu-Gi-Oh before I load up Saints Row 2, even though I really like both of them. Saints Row 2 also introduced me to a lot of hip hop songs that I really like. So it's a shame I gotta do it to them, but I'm picking Yu-Gi-Oh over Saints Row 2, which is wild. That is some nerd shit right there. That is some nerd shit right there. This next one is actually a very difficult one, Chad. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1. The OG, the original, versus Rainbow Six Siege. I have some of the fondest, funniest, most memorable days playing Rainbow Six Siege with my friends back when that game was actually fun. However, you'll notice that I said back when that game was actually fun. The recent updates have just caused me to completely disregard the game. Force Unleashed is a really great game. I know some people don't like it because they say that you're too overpowered. I love it because you're so overpowered. I like Galen Merrick a lot. I think he has a really cool backstory. He has a really cool design, especially as a Sith Lord. I enjoy how overpowered you are, the level design a lot. There's a few levels where I'm just kind of like, I wasn't too crazy about that one plant level with like all the rancors and shit. I wasn't crazy about that one. I thought that one was kind of mess. Fuck. Um, the customization option to like change into different Star Wars characters, like you can be Anakin, Darth Maul with one lightsaber, Obi-Wan, like that shit was so fucking good. And honestly, I ought to reinstall this game on my Steam shit right now. And to be honest with you, if Rainbow Six Siege didn't update to the point where like it's literally unenjoyable right now, it would probably be a much harder choice between these two. But I'm 100% going with the Force Unleashed one because I don't even want to play Rainbow Six Siege anymore in its current state, and that's sad. And I literally want to play Force Unleashed 1 right now. So yeah, that's done deal with that. Battlefield 3 or Vampire Survivors. Fun fact, we almost started today's stream playing Vampire Survivors, but I think we're gonna say that for next stream, I think. Vampire Survivors, I don't want to spoil it super much because I want you guys to see what it is. If you guys haven't either already like seen what it is already, or you're literally like opening up a new tab to go and look at the gameplay. It is a very addictive game that I've been playing damn near nonstop the past few days. I love it. I love it. I love it. Versus Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 has a very similar place on my heart that classic Rainbow Six Siege had. Lost a lot of hours playing it by myself. The multiplayer, mostly, I never particularly cared for the campaign when it came to those games. I remember just loading up, I think it was called Canal or some shit. It was a that one level with like the two buildings and you just kind of like keep rushing back and forth. That was my favorite level. I used to just do team deathmatch that level, and I could just do that from the break of dawn until the very next day, and I would have been a happy camper. Um, it's a little hard to try and play that game now because the servers are just different, and trying to get that shit on Steam is like a whole process. Um, I love both of these games very much. I have a nostalgic past and bias in favor of Battlefield 3, But Vampire Survivors is a really addictive, surprisingly addictive game, and we are currently in our honeymoon phase with Vampire Survivors. If I absolutely had to pick one game, and I have to, obviously, that's the whole point of this tournament, I would go with Battlefield 3, because I feel like if I could play Battlefield 3 the way I did before, I would probably play it longer than I would Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors kind of forces you to play the game for a certain period of time if you want to progress, which you can make the argument for like every video game ever, but Battlefield 3 is very pick up and go, and I feel like not a lot has changed for the core gameplay to actually play the game. It's just a matter of like being able to like actually load the thing up with like the EA launcher and all this other bullshit. I don't fucking care to fucking do all that shit. But Battlefield 3 over Vampire Survivors. Look out for that Vampire Survivors stream. That's gonna be for next time. Marvel Midnight Suns versus Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2. It's crazy. I spent so many hours playing Midnight Suns, and I was also, for the longest time, the only person I knew that was playing Midnight Suns before I had to basically virtue signal to all of my friends, hey, get this game. It's great. It's good. Xenoverse 2, I wasn't super crazy about the first Xenoverse. I thought it was okay. I thought I was one of those people that thought nothing beats Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Nothing. Ever. And I started to enjoy Xenoverse more and more. I still don't think I enjoy Xenoverse 1 or 2 more than Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but I do enjoy both games very much. And Xenoverse 2 is an even better version of Xenoverse 1 because it has a more updated roster. There's a few like tweaks to things. The UI is upgraded, you know, more expansive story. I'm going to give the advantage to Xenoverse 2 solely for the reason that Midnight Suns has a really engaging story. I enjoy the gameplay of Midnight Suns, even though it's turn-based. I don't have a problem with turn-based games at all. This is as long as like the character interactions and story are strong, and they are in Midnight Suns for the most part. Very colorful cast. Almost nobody plays the exact same in Midnight Suns. The reason why I'm giving Xenoverse 2 the edge is because after you beat Midnight Suns, you really just kind of meander. Like the post game content in Midnight Suns is lackluster and it gets pretty stale pretty fast. And I'm hoping that more content eventually comes to Midnight Suns, but I doubt it. Even though I still recommend both of these games, but I'm still giving the edge to Xenoverse 2 as being a better game because you can still play that game for hours and hours and hours, even till now. We got a real fucking doozy here. We got a doozy, chat. Oh my god. Let me tell you something, man. Ever since the game dropped, I was an avid defender of the reputation of Doom Eternal. I was going around telling everyone you need to get this game, and I was telling people that it should have won Game of the Year at all the awards, everywhere. There's still a part of me that's whiffed and miffed, however the expression goes, that Last of Us 2 got 7 awards and Doom Eternal didn't get a single award on that night. It ended up getting several awards at other shows and shit, but I'm still tight about that, to be honest with you. Doom Eternal's, oh man, Doom Eternal is one of those games where it's a game first, everything else second. And it's really good at the game. It's really fun, really fast paced. it feels like it's not COD at all. You know, like Call of Duty is built off the Quake engine, and Quake was built off of Doom. So like COD owes everything to like Doom. The gameplay loop for Doom Eternal is so fun, so ball-bustingly challenging. Like, I still haven't beaten this game. We're still streaming and planning on streaming Doom Eternal. Um, I could gush over this game. It does so much right. The music is hype as fuck. I think Doom Eternal has one of the hypest introductions and title drops of all time. You see how much I'm gushing over this game. I could gush so much more, so much more. But I want to give a little shine, a little respect to God of War 3. God of War 3, in my opinion, is the best God of War game that I've played. As a person that has not played any of the recent God of War games, I have not played God of War PS4 or God of War Ragnarok yet. I have it downloaded on Steam, and one day we're going to stream that game. Probably as young Kratos too, because I'm going to try and mod that shit, because, you know, that's what we do around here. God of War 3 is so cinematic, so cathartic, so bloody, so gory, so mature, mildly over the top in a very serious way. It's anthemic to a degree. Like, it's the music is so unique, like just these symphonies and whatnot. The graphics looked so good back then, and they still look good now. The weapon selection you can use in God of War 3 is just a chef's kiss. Shouts out to my favorite weapon, the Claws of Hades. I love being able to bring out little minions and making them fight for me. I do that in any game that I can, man. Any game that I can, man. I love it. The Nemean Cestus is such a close second, because sometimes you just want to beat the fuck out of someone with your bare hands, and you can do that in that game. The bosses, oh man. The boss fights are pretty okay, but the way you kill the bosses is crazy. I think the best boss fights in that game is Hades, Hercules, and Zeus. Everyone else, like Poseidon's okay, but I think Poseidon's more spectacle than it is gameplay. You know, it was cool swinging between like the giant enemy crabs, the hippocampus. And you know what? Shouts out to Cronus. That was a very, very, very unique boss fight on some Shadows of the Colossus type shit. You know, I think this is one of the most. This is a console defining game, in my opinion. God of War 3 was a console defining game. Like, we all played it. You know, we thought the story was a banger because it was the payoff. It was the payoff for something that had been building since God of War 2, arguably God of War 1. It was beautiful. And it was kind of like an end of a story and chapter, but like they kind of left the ending a little open and ambiguous to, you know, like you never know. And we eventually did end up knowing and shit. You know, it was a beautiful game. It's one of those games where like I've definitely repurchased this for like multiple consoles, or like just like purchased it multiple times because it's just that good. However, I'm sure, given the very verbose explanation I've just given you, you can understand that I really like both of these games a lot. I think they are both top tier as fuck for what they do. They are two different games, but they one has to move on in the tournament and the other has to be left behind. And it genuinely pains me. This is the hardest fucking one here so far that we've done. The other ones were also hard, but this one I'm genuinely struggling to choose one. I think though what I'm going to pick, in my opinion, as being the better game, in my opinion, And there really is just no right answer. There's no wrong answer. It's just, what do I truly believe is the better game? I'm gonna have to go with God of War 3, to be honest with you. I think the only reason why I choose God of War 3 over Doom Eternal today, okay, today is, I think there's just a bit more variety in the combat. Like in Doom Eternal, you are moving around shooting things and having a blast. In God of War 3, you could stab people, you could shoot people with arrows, you could run people over, you could freeze them, smash them, punch, like, and the story also like contributes better. Like, I don't think anyone can make the argument that Doom Eternal has a better story than God of War 3. I don't think anyone can um, say that and genuinely mean it. Like, if someone says that Doom Eternal has a better story than God of War 3, they're trolling, or you just really need to like stay away from them. I think these two games have a lot more in common than they have differences. And they definitely put spectacle above, like, they both feel like AAA games. They both feel like AAA games. Um, God of War 3 especially. It's crazy how I'm very adamant about video games being video games first and movies second, but I think there's a bigger argument to say God of War 3 is more of a cinematic video game than it is a video game. I think Doom Eternal is more of a video game, but I enjoy both of them, and I do hope that more video games, especially AAA video games in the future specifically, make the game more of a game than like just an interactive movie. But that's just personal choice. But God of War 3 over Doom Eternal, unfortunately. I love both of those games. I love both of those games. Street Fighter 4 versus Black Ops 2. Street Fighter 4 is the Street Fighter game that I have the most experience and history with, consistently playing. I thought I really liked the presentation a lot. Um, I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy and a Tekken guy. I was just talking to my homeboys about this the other day. You will be It's hard to find a person that will play Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat and be good at all three. There's something about it, like, ooh, there's something about, like, they're just all completely different games, obviously, but like, it's very rare that you find a person that's good at all three. And I'm kind of terrible at all three. Don't get me wrong, but Street Fighter 4, I think, would probably, or the Street Fighter franchise in general, is probably my weakest suit, in all honesty. But I still really like the game a lot, and I'm been meaning to play Street Fighter 6 too. I have it installed. I just haven't launched the application. I'm really looking forward to playing that game though, because there's a character customization in that game, and I love inserting myself into games and just whooping ass. It's a power trip. Black Ops 2, I distinctively remember multiple days I would wake up early in the morning playing Black Ops 2 and would not stop playing the game until the very late of night. Black Ops 2 is beating Street Fighter 4 simply because of the sheer volume of hours that I poured into Black Ops 2 multiplayer. I didn't even mention zombies because I'm not really a zombies guy when it came to Call of Duty. I was more of an infected guy. and more of a multiplayer guy. But Black Ops 2 was addictively, stupidly fun. And I like both games, but I'm choosing Black Ops 2 over Street Fighter 4. I think what we're going to do is, whew, this